Hello there, guys. Welcome back to another one. We are here, and it's the weekend. Real Madrid has already played against Real Betis, which they drew 1-1, and there are more matches to come. And I'll just touch on some matches that I actually I'm interested in. That I'm interested to watch. Chelsea versus Leeds game, a very important FA Cup knockout game at Wembley, and yeah, let's jump right into the video, right? So starting with who should be the next Chelsea's manager, who should be the next Chelsea's head coach, who should come over and take over Chelsea, who should bring in his philosophy into Chelsea. I have a video that is going to drop out tomorrow in the evening about who I think should be, or who are the list. There is Xabi Alonso, there is Xabi Hernandez, there is, they are thinking maybe Enzo Maresca should come back. They are thinking about Andoni Raiola. They're also thinking about Eddie Howe if he leaves Newcastle, and more. But we're going to talk about that in the video that is going to come out tomorrow. So, but concerning that same issue, let's look at some things that I actually have told you guys in my previous video. I told you guys about this, and then I said to you guys that these people, the owners of Chelsea, are not seeming to want to actually change or do what they said they would do. Egbali came out and then said, according to the news, he came out and said that that they were going to change, or they were going to see how they can change the structure at what Chelsea is building. Now let's take a look at this from Sky Caviar. People in charge of running Chelsea absolutely believe in what they are doing and ultimately are not going to change this strategy. There may be some tweaks along the way, but ultimately they believe what they are doing will get Chelsea to where they need to be. It's another dangling carrot. It's another carrot, because these people are just giving a rabbit a carrot to eat. That is the Chelsea fans, which, to be frank, we should not eat this. And I've literally said to you guys that these guys are continuously lying. You can't tell me that this strategy that you guys are imposing right now is going to work, seeing that it has not worked for the past 4 years. The only time it worked, or it seemed to work, was under Enzo Maresca, and that was because he literally did a tactical genius. And it was a tactical genius. He literally did something that every one of us did not believe he was going to do. Like winning the Conference League, even though yes, you say we're supposed to say yes, the Conference League, Chelsea is supposed to win it. Chelsea is a big club, but the team we had to win that Champions League was literally just Cole Palmer and some other Nkunku and maybe some other guys, and Tosin that was on his biggest form of probably his lifetime. But you can't tell me that it's working, or you can't tell Chelsea fans that this thing is working, or it's going to carry Chelsea where we need to be. It's not where we need to be that you guys want to carry us to. It's where you guys want to be. And it is just what? Qualifying for the Champions League, which is what Arsenal is already doing. That is not where we want to be. We want to qualify for the Champions League and win it, which is battle for it, have competition in the Champions League, and strive for winning the Champions League, also winning the Premier League, and not just battling for the Premier League. We want to be in the title race. We want to be in top 2, top 3 conversations. We want to win Champions League football. We want to battle. We want to be competitive in the Champions League. We want to get to the quarterfinals, to the finals. That's where we want. That is where Chelsea is meant to be, not in your top 4 race, not in just qualify for the Champions League. And if you get out wherever you want to get, or in the FA Cup, you want to just get to maybe semi-finals, and then after then whatever happens is up to anybody. That is not where we want to be, and that is not the ambition of any manager that wants to come into Chelsea. They want to win with Chelsea. They don't just want to compete like the way Arteta is doing with us now. We don't just want to compete. We want to win. That is where Chelsea is meant to be. Up to the next one. McFarlane came out yesterday and then spoke about the. Actually, McFarlane is much better. I literally want to listen to him more than I wanted to listen to Liam Reznor, because Liam Reznor just sounded like a puppet to everybody. Now, He says Esteva is out for the season. That's actually very sad for us because Esteva is only one of the person that actually seems to want to give that our attack a breath of fresh air. He did not speak about his tactics. He says the players are interested in the upcoming matches. He said Cole Palmer trained, Joao Pedro also seemed to train, but it's also kind of seemed that maybe Cole Palmer is not going to feature in matches that are going to come up recently. Probably maybe last game of the season or maybe 2 last game of the season. Probably we'll see Cole Palmer, but I don't really care because he's not been popping over again for us this season, and I'm a fan. I support Chelsea. I support football before I support Chelsea, and then I support Chelsea before I support any players. So, literally, Cole Palmer, do what you want to do. Get back to form. Probably next season we'll see you guys again. We'll see you again if they do not sell you for profit because that's what they want to do. Even though they will lie and then they'll say they will tweak the or whatever. They're not tweaking anything. It's still the same thing. The only thing they can probably do is maybe bring in an experienced manager and then let the manager speak, and they will not sack him. And then try to say, okay, what can we do? Maybe 1 or 2 things that we can help the manager with. That's the only thing they can do. Apart from that, there is no tweaking, there is no nothing. They are not changing anything. They absolutely don't have nothing to change anything. Let's go to the next one. This was the president of Como that actually commented on Cesc Fabregas maybe leaving to Chelsea or something like that. And then if that makes him happy, you want your employees to stay with you for as long as possible. But at the end of the day, we don't own him and he's free to go to Chelsea if he wishes. Let's be frank with what he said. I was actually shocked when I saw an owner, a real owner of a club, come out to say something like this. It just gave me like some relaxation knowing that, okay, Cesc Fabregas can actually come to Chelsea and can actually maybe change his mind or see 1 or 2 things about coming to Chelsea. But it's not just about coming to Chelsea. It just seems like the owner of Como is very confident in the team he has built with Cesc Fabregas, and is almost or 85% sure that Cesc is not going to leave. So that is 2 ways about it. That is 2 ways in which I think about it. Either he's very confident that Cesc Fabregas is not going to leave, or he's saying, I'm confident if he leaves, I can bring in another person, and we'll still do the same job. We'll probably get Champions League football. By the way, they've done an absolute beautiful job. 4th division of Serie A. Sorry, I said Serie. So Serie A for wherever it was, and then they came up from that to the Serie A, and oh my God! And now they are fighting for the Champions League. They want to get into the Champions League spot. Absolutely beautiful thing that they've done. For Frank Lampard, I'm going to go into all of this tomorrow, so you'll probably see the same tweet tomorrow. So Frank Lampard seemingly doesn't rule out a turn. These people are just saying their own things. What he actually said was, I'd like to think Coventry fans would just be enjoying where we are. The world of management lots are out of control. You just control your work at the minute. I think we should just enjoy where we are. We've had an amazing season, and I am really proud and pleased to be part of it. I enjoy what I'm doing here. I can't control worries or not. Chelsea is a big part of my life, of course. It was a legend at Chelsea. We all know what Frank Lampard did to the likes of Arsenal, to the likes of Barcelona, to the likes of all those big clubs, even Real Madrid. And enjoy where we are. We've had Chelsea is a big part of my life, and at the moment, that's their business, and my business is what? At Coventry. Very nice set from Frank Lampard. Even I myself, I want Frank Lampard to probably remain at Coventry. Let's see what he can do in the Premier League. Then he probably maybe pops off with Coventry, and then he's understanding his own style of football. He's understanding more things. He's getting more stronger in the coaching, in the managerial sector. He's having his own principles. Probably at that moment, then we can see a return of Frank Lampard to Chelsea. The 3rd time, the first time was not that bad. The 2nd time was horrible, and then maybe we'll see the 3rd time. I don't know. But let's just see. Now, that is all about the managers, right? And just brief session about the managers. I have always been saying this, so I said this when Liam Rosino was sacked. The root cause is still here. This briefs about proven manager and experience that to Chelsea fans means winning the Champions League, fighting for titles. To Chelsea, that just means managing in the Premier League. This is similar about the summer target program. The root cause of this problem, they are still here. The sporting directors, Bluko, Egbali, Todboli, all of these guys are still here. These guys are the root cause of this problem. They're the root of the rot of Chelsea. This is what it is really for Chelsea fans. Winning the Champions League, fighting for titles, that is what it is for us. We don't want to be competing like us now. I'm not interested. I am not interested in competing like us now. I want to consistently fight. I want to consistently fight for silverware. That silverware is what we want. Because that is what I can use to argue, or I can use to brag to anybody, to any fan, to any club, that this is what Chelsea, and that is what we have. If we go to our trophy cabinet, we see lots of trophies. We see 2 Champions Leagues there. We see the Club World Cup there that only Chelsea have won. We've seen Europa League. We've seen Conference League. We've seen all of this. We've seen FA Cup. We've seen Community Shield. We've seen all of this. But if you go to Arsenal's trophy cabinet, we also know what we will see there. From here, I will show you guys about why I keep on saying these guys don't have money and these guys don't have like what. Just a brief. I'm not going, because I'm not an accountant, but from the research I've made, videos I've watched, they're all there. And Paul Stanley and Lawrence Stewart, yes, this is the second guy, I actually forgot his name. Picking a manager, sorry, coach, this guy is just being hypothetical, right? Sorry, yes, man. Like, this is all what they are going for. They don't want to pick a manager that is going to speak to them or going to want to relate to them and understand, oh, this is what I needed. They are all going for yes, man. It's depressing. These are all depressing. Like Iraola, Owe, Glasner, Silva, all of these guys are not going to take the make about what these guys are going to do. So, well, we're going to get into it in my video tomorrow, but this is what I'm talking about. Some of Clearlake Capital Group's largest investors are growing increasingly concerned about how much time the company's co-founders are spending on sports investment, as they have struggled to complete the fundraising for the private equity firm's latest flagship fund. Begdad Egbali has been spending what some investors describe as a disproportionate amount of time on the firm's investment in Chelsea's football club in recent months. Now, this has led in all forms of debt and in all forms of mismanagement of funds. But all of this, listen, you guys can do your research on your own if you guys want to know more about all of these things. But it's so dark that these people actually don't have enough funds, or according to what the books are releasing to us, they can't spend as much as they are saying that they want to rebuild, or they want to even tweak. They can't spend as much as that. So that's just it. That's why I keep on saying that these people don't have what they say they have, because they don't actually have it. Arsenal versus Newcastle. I personally think that Newcastle have the opportunity to win against Arsenal. Arsenal is not on their best form this moment. I think they've only won 1 in 4 and stuff like that. And then I think if Newcastle actually comes out to play football, there will be a thing that we might see Arsenal lose. I'm actually backing maybe a draw, a 1-1 draw actually today. I'm actually backing a 1-1 draw. Arsenal versus Newcastle. Barcelona versus Getafe. This is also going to be a good watch. Lack of Lamine Yamal, Badiou are going to probably see the same lineup that ended the second half last match, this same match, and probably we're going to probably see that. And Barcelona should win this game, but it's Getafe. And when was the last time? Oh, the last time they even met, it was a 3-0. So let's say Barca is going to win probably 2-1. I'm going to back them to win because Real Madrid is not doing anything at the moment. So even if they draw, it's going to still be good for them. Chelsea versus Leeds. Now, this is going to be a very, 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 very good game, because we're probably going to see one side pack the bus or another side pack the bus. I'm sure it's not going to probably be a very interesting game to watch, because these two, when they meet in the FA Cup, it has always been a very, 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 even of recent form, Leeds have beaten us twice this season. Oh, very sad sight to see. We were winning in one, and then we bottled the lead completely. They battered us 3-0. I think it was in the first season. They battled us 3-1, and then we bottled the 2-0 leads to them at home. What are the expectations for me in this game? Leeds will surely approach this game like differently from what they've probably been doing. It's going to be like high intensity. They are going to press aggressively, and then we will see them take a lot of risk. That is why I will then come down to say it is still down to our centre back pairing. To be frank with you, centre back pairing, and I'm sure it's going to come back. We're probably going to do a lineup, but instead of me maybe wasting time and maybe doing a lineup, let me just use this predicted lineup, right? Because this predicted lineup, I'm going to see Chalupa versus Fofana, but I personally would want to see Hato and Chaluba. I want to see those two. I don't want to see this guy any longer. I don't want to see Wesley Fofana any longer. And apparently, he's an injured player, so probably they need to rest him. Guy, you need to rest. Please go and rest on the bench. We can see you come off of the bench. Well, we need to see Hato and Trevor Chaluba. Those are my two centre-back pairing. The rest is going to be the same as it is. Enzo Fernandez. We're not sure Kulpama is going to play. So we'll probably see Neto on the right and Genacho on the left. Yo, that's going to be a very crazy game. Genacho on the left. See our injury, God. The injury it's killing Chelsea. Even though they are not important, they are just our literal starting 11. So it's going to be a very, very, very locked up game, and I predict that it's all going to come down to also the midfield battle. How is Caicedo going to play? How is Santos going to play? Is Enzo Fernandez going to wake up? Is Caicedo going to wake up for this game? It's a quarterfinal. Sorry, quarterfinal, semi-final. I used to miss it too, sharp. But it's the game leading to the final, and we have to win because our season is almost ended. If we win the FA Cup, we have a chance of either getting Europa League or Champions League. Down to what I think, my prediction for this game, I think it's going to be a 2-1. I don't see us keeping a clean sheet. But now, the problem lies here. Will Chelsea take the first goal? Are we going to score a goal? Because we've not seen to score a goal in 4 matches now. Is Chelsea going to score the first goal? If we do score the first goal, then I'm backing us to win. And that is where I'm going to say now that I am backing us to score the first goal, and I'm backing us to have what? A 2-1 win against Leeds. Yes, don't come for me. If we don't win, I'm going to be fuming and I'm going to be furious. But that's it for me. That's what I'm going to speak about. There's going to be another video dropping out tomorrow. The Chelsea, who should take up the Chelsea managerial role, or according to Blue, who is going to take up the head coach or the PE teacher role in Chelsea. According to me, who should take it up and the reasons why they should take it up, the idea behind it. Are they going to go together with the present board of directors, the sporting directors? What are they going to do? And just more about. Watch out for the video tomorrow that's coming out tomorrow. It's going to be a very nice video, interesting one. Going to touch briefly on some interesting managers that are out there actually that maybe you guys don't even know about, or maybe you guys would want to know about, and their tactical approach, brief tactical approach to them. So guys, make sure to like, share, and subscribe. See you guys in the next video. See you guys in the next one. Love you guys. Make sure to comment and tell me, guys, who do you think you want to be the next Chelsea's manager, and what is going to happen in today's game and in tomorrow's game in the FA Cup semi-quarter final. And yeah, up the Chelsea.